Sankalpa, are you there?
Yeah, no problem.
There they are. I can hear them coming. Hello.
Now the mountains, right?
I can see Natasha and Megan. And then from you, Megan, who's next?
Ian.
Gary.
Gary? Martha. All right, let's start with you, Martha. Good morning.
Yeah.
You weren't here last week, yeah?
Good morning. I wasn't. I was off. I was on holidays. I wasn't abroad.
Excellent. Excellent. That's fine. Did you have a nice holiday?
Yeah.
Great.
I had the best time. My sister was home from Portugal, so it was great.
Okay, excellent. All right, would you like to build the container this morning, please?
Oh yeah. I'm checking in as good. I'm happy to be here. I'm a little bit sad that my sister's gone home, but other than that, I'm good. I just feel a little bit distracted or something. But yeah, I'm good. And I tag Gary.
Morning, I'm Gary. I'm checking in. Good. Just looking forward to learning more of you and enjoying the nice weather. Yeah, thank you. I will tag Ian.
Going in, checking in good. I'm very peaceful this morning. As Gary just said, the weather has me in good spirits. And looking forward to today. And tagging in Megan.
I'm Megan. I'm checking in as energized and optimistic for the day. And I'm tagging in Tasha.
Good morning. I'm checking in good. I'm a bit tired because I was on the gym and running yesterday, but I'm actually happy to be here, and I'm very positive now that I'm not working and I don't know myself and all the things that I can do in my life. I feel free, to be honest.
Yeah.
Very free in myself. So yeah, I'm very good and positive today.
Okay, great. All right. So, Martha, what's the first thing before we look for the agenda?
Accountability.
Excellent.
Homework,
Well
we have
done.
homework?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So it's well done. Brilliant. All right. So was there?
Megan told me the answer. I'm not gonna.
Okay. So the community, the container came up with the answer. Yeah. You just voiced it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great. Doesn't matter how you get there, as long as we get there. So excellent. All right.
Teamwork.
Yes, exactly. Okay. So was there any homework from last week? I can't remember.
We done module 2.
Yeah, we
Yes.
didn't finish it.
No, we're nearly finished.
Nearly finished module 2.
Okay. And what have you learned in module 2?
I'll be honest, I can't remember.
Well, I'll be honest too. I can't remember either. I also can't remember.
I remember.
Was it more about like when you're with a client and like having a plan?
Yeah, it was a.
Like having a plan, like I haven't got the words.
No, you're doing fine with the words. Keep going with the words.
To get small goals with them. Was that last week?
Yeah, it was all something in around that.
Like a structure of when you're with somebody or a plan and putting it into action.
I think it was basically empowering clients and
Letting them find their own
letting them
answers.
Yeah.
find their own answers and things like that.
Okay, so the agenda
Not
comes from the
overwhelmed.
client. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
You have a goal and a plan. So you have a contract to kind of move forward. Yep. Along the
Yeah.
continuum. Yep. Okay. What else?
I remember just thinking.
Has anyone got the manual with them?
Keep the goals small.
Okay. Simple, measurable, attainable, time bound. Yeah, all that smart shit, yeah? Can you hear me okay? Is it breaking up?
Yeah.
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 No, we can hear you.
Yep. All right. Has anyone got a copy of the manual with them?
Remember to send something about that. No, I'll go get one out for somebody.
Okay.
They're in the folders, yeah. The folder.
Okay. Okay, so loosely speaking, we talk about the headphones, and that's the coaching framework. Yep. So we check in, contract, create the container, action, accountability, and agenda. Yep. That's really what you need to know about the coaching conversation. Hi, how are you? What do you want to talk about? Let me listen to you. How are you going to sort your life out? What's going on? Yeah? Make sense?
Yeah.
Then we see how the person is doing.
Take your shit.
Wow, there's a lot of paperwork there, huh?
Yeah, get this one. We got one.
the notebook, Maggie.
Oh, that's a notebook.
We don't have one.
No, should you give us the manual?
Only Martha has it.
It's
Oh, they
not.
showed me.
This is the manual.
Thank
It's
Yeah.
paper.
I got it too.
Yeah, I give it to someone else. I give it to Stevens if he has it. You got a
No,
manual?
yeah.
No?
It's you.
Yeah, you can have Stevens. If he comes back, you're in trouble. You got one then?
No.
I give you Ian's and then maybe I'm just fishing out everyone else. Yeah. Oh, sorry again.
I'll share with Martha.
Yeah, that's true.
Is that another one?
No.
No, I'll share with Martha. Sorry.
Yeah.
So you remember when you went to school and the teacher said, okay, open up your textbooks, go to page 58 and blah, blah, blah? Yeah, we don't do that here.
I think they talked
I didn't think
about-
so.
Yeah. What do you guys want to talk about today?
Come on, Gino, can you do something? Your turn now.
That's all. It can be anything, yeah?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Financial stress.
Financial stress. Okay.
I'm saying financial stress, lack of finances.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lack of finance.
All right. So we'll talk about money. Yep. And then we'll talk about the emotion that's attached
Yeah.
to money.
Yeah, there's a good few of them.
Yep. Okay. So what emotions are attached to money? You said stress.
Yeah.
Yep. What causes stress? Which emotion causes stress?
Fear.
Fear.
For
Yeah.
me, anyway.
Yep. And what does the fear say to you?
What is it? What?
What does the fear say to you, Gary?
What does it say to you? In this instance, it's just feeling less than and
Yeah.
Okay.
That I should be doing better. I should be doing better.
All right. So here you are. Can you see? Yeah.
Yeah.
You've lost a bit of
Yeah.
weight. Okay, because you haven't got
Thanks. Good to know.
you haven't got enough money. Yep. And
Yeah.
and you have a belief. Yep. That and
Yes.
I'm gonna put some words into your mouth which aren't you, but basically I'm a piece of shit because I haven't got enough money.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've really turned up the volume, but it's about self-esteem. Yep. If I had more money, I would feel better, but I feel shitty that I haven't.
To an extent, yeah.
Okay, I might be completely wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
Oh, yeah, yeah. It's just like it's not that if I had money. I'm not thinking if I had money, I'd feel better than I would. But circumstances would be better.
Okay, great. What circumstances would be better?
What circumstances? I'd be able to do more with my kids.
Okay, all right.
And then me being able to do more with them, it doesn't fucking snowball.
How many kids have you got?
Two.
Two. Okay.
Two.
All right. So if I had more money, yep, I'd get to do more with my kids. Yep. How do you feel about
Yeah.
being a father?
Yeah.
Proud.
Yeah. Yeah. Good about it. Proud. Yeah. I don't know about proud. We're getting there, but
So
Acknowledge.
I could be doing more. Yeah.
okay, so you're a
I could
good
be doing
dad.
better. Yes.
Okay. So how are you doing as a dad when you were drinking or using?
Yeah. Not so good.
Okay. So this is
I was doing, you know what? I was doing the complete opposite. I was doing the complete opposite. So when I was using, I wasn't there, but I was just giving them money all the time to keep them happy. But now that I'm sober, I'm there, but I have no money to give them. If that makes sense.
great. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
No. So what did you say, Natasha?
I was just going to say to him, like when you're in addiction and the way you give your kids money, you overcompensate and you're not there. But now with him being in recovery, he's clean and he's able to be present for his kids. Because speaking for myself and from my own experience, like I thought by getting the money and getting the job that life was going to be brilliant. It was not. I'm telling you now,
It's not.
it wasn't. Not when your peace of mind is being robbed. Like, so if you got a job, right, Gary? Now in time you will get a job, but like, so what are you clean? A year?
Yeah,
A year clean, and say going straight into full time work. You might get that, like, spend that much time with your kids, and then you're not getting that much time for yourself. So you're trying to like split yourself up. Your kids, time for yourself, work. You have to go home and sleep. Like it's very hard, and then the money's not even important because you're not even happy with it. Because then you're just probably going to waste my takeaways or whatever. You know what I mean? You don't get to spend it well. Trust me. See this time you have enjoy it.
So let's just pause it for a second. Yep. So just beware of frapping. Yep. Fixing, advising, and projecting. Yep. Do you know what frapping is? Have we gone through
frapping about like?
So frapping is when you listen to someone's story, yep. What comes up inside of us is we want to fix them, rescue, advise, and project. Yep. So Gary, when you share your story, yeah, which is a very common story, lots of people when they were using, it's like, oh fuck, I feel so guilty. Let me give guilt money, yeah, to keep the kids quiet. Yeah. They get into recovery, yep, and for whatever reason, there's less money. And any money that people do get, yeah, we overcompensate because of the guilt and shame of our using. Yeah, but if we haven't got the finances anymore, yeah, we can't do that. So it's a very common feeling for people in recovery. Yeah. What we've got to be careful of then is advising you and telling you what to do, yep, based on our own lived experience and projections. Yep. So the one thing with lived experience is we've got the experience and the feelings. Like I'm assuming everyone knows what it's like to go from a culture of addiction into a culture of recovery, and then you've got the finance problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably off on
Yeah, I mean, Natasha spoke about it a couple of weeks ago, I think. Weren't you in a job that you were tired of doing, Natasha?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and the gratitude of doing the job had kind of you've grown out of that and you wanted
yeah,
more in your recovery now.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so
I did
yeah, you needed to move on. You got to your
move
edge.
forward, yeah.
Yeah, okay, great. All right. So what we're talking about here, today's agenda is around finances, yep,
Yeah,
and the feelings that we have towards that, which is a very normal feeling for people in recovery.
of
Yeah.
course, yeah.
And then when Gary's speaking about it, we go a little bit deeper, it's the way that he sees himself, yep, as a father. Gary, is that correct? Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I've moved into culture of recovery. I've been here around for a year now, and I still have anxiety, stress around the feeling of money.
Yeah.
Yep. And your fear
Yeah.
is saying to you, you could be doing more with your kids.
Yeah.
Does that make
Yes.
sense?
Yeah. See, like she want my daughter. Like, I know the right thing is to be present and all of that, but like being present is not. Like, she wants runners that are expensive and holiday and like, yeah. And like, and rightly, not rightly so, but that's the age she's at, you know.
Yeah, it's
And like,
fucking difficult, huh?
even to, even to go out like anywhere, yeah, talking 100 quid, like.
Oh, shed money anywhere.
You know what? Kids don't see the value of money, and they just see you doing well and think that everything in the fucking world is well. You don't see like, oh, it's a struggle getting to the beach for the day, or she's doing well. Everything's going to be great. Do you know what I mean?
The
Like,
7-year-old is grand.
yeah,
She's all right.
it's just the age that you
yeah,
get apart.
And I think, and you know what it is as well? It's the summer as well.
Yeah.
It's the summer with the good weather. Want to be out all the time and money for this, money for that.
Yeah.
And then I'm like,
It gets expensive, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's really
Yeah.
expensive. Now, is finance an addiction problem or a human problem?
human, I suppose. Human.
Yeah, so it's a problem that everyone struggles with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the majority of people that have money just think people are coming to take my money, and then they don't trust anyone and they fucking hold on to it. Yeah. And then people like us, we have the fantasy, if I've got enough money, then I'll be happy and I'll be able to do this and this and this.
And it's not even that I'm looking for low. Like, if I could just an extra 100, well, that's an extra 100, an extra 100 and 150 quid a week. Like, I'm
Okay,
willing to work for it.
okay. So where could you
I just
find
want-
it? Where could you find an extra £150 a week? Euros.
Honestly, get a part-time job.
A part-time job, okay. Is that an option?
It's gonna have to be.
You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
find a
have to
job.
figure something out.
Okay, what would you like to do?
What would I like? I do anything. I'd do anything. I'd go back into a kitchen even for a couple of nights a week.
Okay. So where could you go and find that work?
Online, but that's not me. So I think I just have to go doorstep in a few places. Just go
Okay.
in. Because see, applying online, I've never had an interview in my life, but I've always had work. So I'd rather meet someone face to face, just doorstep them in the kitchen.
All right. So you've got a network of people that you could.
I have a bit of work now at the end of the month.
Oh, okay.
It's not. See, this is the thing as well, right? So for a good few months, I was getting one night a week, €100, and that was doing me.
Is that the concert, Gary?
No, it's down to Kerry.
Would you do it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you were working part-time.
Yeah, just one night a week, €100 and 80. What was it? It's giving me 90, and that was doing me then, you know, because that 90 was that paid for this, and this, and then I had an extra 90, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
And then conflict of interest and all that bullshit. I can't do that anymore, and that happened about 3 weeks ago. So I'm starting to feel it now.
Okay. All right.
And I hate. See, when I get overwhelmed, that's when. Previously, if I get overwhelmed, then I'd like fuck it. I'll do anything then. Yeah, I'll do fucking anything. When I feel
right.
back to it. I'm starting to get that feeling a little bit, you know. Now
Yeah.
I'm putting myself.
Okay. So you're getting itchy to go and do something, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So what can you do that's not going to cause a conflict of interest, that you can make a little bit of money on the side to help you to nurture your children?
Now I just have to get out there. And yeah, I just got I have to do. I have to.
Did you see how his body just sighed there? Did you hear that sigh that just came out of Gary's body? Yeah? He just kind of went, oh, and now he's leaning forward. And what's the solution, Gary?
I need to restructure my week.
Oh, okay.
And slot in time for when I do, for like find a job and slot in the time, make time.
All right. And
Yeah.
and is
Few things I could.
okay, and is that possible?
Yes. Priorities,
right.
isn't it? It is possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It is
So
possible.
if we were to apply the SMART goal lens to this, yep. Like, is this a smart thing for Gary to do? What's the rest of the container thing? What does S stand for?
Sustainable.
Is it specific?
I'll go with sustainable, simple. Okay, I don't know, whatever. We don't have to remember it, but it's not like he wants to become an astronaut to get a bit of extra money.
No.
Yeah. It's like, well, I want to go off and work one night a week. That seems simple and sustainable. And
That's fine. Part-time, Gary.
Yeah.
3 hours, even 3 days a week, just to get that extra money for you to be stable, isn't it? Now, when you were saying work, I was thinking he wants to do the 12-hour shifts.
No.
3 hours. 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah.
there we go, Natasha. You're on the money there. Yeah. Okay. So it's actually quite. You don't have to do a 12-hour shift. Yeah, a couple of hours here and there. Okay.
I'm still one night a week for 4 hours or something.
Okay.
I was in a little thing. That 90 quid was.
It was helping you.
It was huge, like.
Yeah, pay your rent and all. And then you can spend your own.
Paid 3 things.
Yeah.
I remember. 2 things for me, and then I was left, and then I had. Yeah, it was great. 100 quid would be great.
Okay. So it's simple, measurable,
Gary, would you even do
achievable.
Clean slate.
Measurable.
I do.
Martha, what do you think?
Of the whole situation, like
Yeah. I mean, do you think Gary's plan is achievable?
well, yeah, because he's not trying to like go get a big full-time 9 to 5 job and change his whole life overnight. It's just even the like idea of going into places and chatting to people, that's absolutely achievable. Like,
Yeah,
I
okay.
think that's the best way to do it, isn't it?
Like, I understand what you said, man. It's achievable. It's exactly what she said, yeah.
I think it's better for me rather
no,
than
it's
the
not like a
emails.
chef saying that he's never
Yeah.
going to asking.
Yeah, just even to get a feel of.
Sorry, could I ask a question? What does R stand for and T in SMART?
What does? I think it's
Rescue.
SMART. What's it?
Realistic.
Relatable or realistic? Realistic. Is it realistic? I can't remember. I'll have to read the manual sometime. Fuck. I don't know.
It's in the manual, is it? I'm writing on top. And what's T for?
Time.
Time
bound.
Time bound. Yeah.
Thanks. Sorry.
That's fine. Hang on. I'll ask our little AI bot. In fact, I won't. All right. So Gary, are you okay for us to hold you accountable next week?
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
So what's your action step? To go out and talk to people.
Yes.
All right. So
Yeah.
next week when you come here and we say, Gary, did you do your homework? You're not going to say, oh fuck, I can't remember what I needed to do. We're going to be able to
I know
say to you,
yeah.
We'll be able to say, yeah.
I'm gonna do it by the way of like instead of emailing a load of people, just go into a few places.
Gary, do you know what that door said? You have the weather out there to cruise around with that and go.
Yeah.
I'm not looking for a job now. We do a bit of HCs.
I know.
The weather's out there to do it. Not me.
I might, you know what I was thinking? Into a kitchen, like 1 or 2 days a week, and just go in as a kitchen hand.
Excellent. What a fantastic
Just,
idea.
No stress. Just as a kitchen hand.
Yeah.
And if we got like 15, I'd say even, yeah.
An hour or so.
Yeah,
That'd be all
that'd be all right. You know what I mean? No stress. Just go in as a kitchen hand. And then
How are you feeling? How are you feeling now, Gary?
I feel a bit more optimistic.
Okay, so where's the fear and the stress?
It's down here for a minute.
Yeah,
In my back pocket. In my back pocket.
Great. Okay. All right. Wonderful. So for me, that felt like we had a conversation around a solution, around moving forward. We've got something that's kind of achievable.
See, because if I didn't say anything,
You probably wouldn't have acted on it.
I would have acted the wrong way. I would have probably.
Yeah. And next week you got to come back to us. And we're going to sit there and say, yeah, so what the fuck did you do, Gary? Huh?
And I'd say, well, here, actually, right.
I'm gonna force in that dog, the Gordon Ramsay.
Stand and buy yourself because you have a job.
Hell's Kitchen.
Hell's Kitchen. All right.
I'll have a walk around them.
All right. The others are coming in now. So that's a great place to pause it there. Thank you so much, Gary.
Thank you.
Let's who's got the container? Martha. Martha, you got the container, yeah? Will you just welcome Ruth in and then just give a summary about what we've been speaking about today, please?
Exactly. Welcome, Ruth.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How's the session going? Is that all good?
No. It takes a few minutes.
Yeah, it's cool. We were talking about Gary brought up the topic of financial stress, and kind of getting back to work and what he could do in the next week before we meet again to get some part-time work. So he was kind of weighing up whether to go back to chefing or anything. Concerts. Oh yeah, like security at concerts and stuff like that. So his plan of action is to go. What's it called? Doorstep. Just calling into a few restaurants to see if any chefs are looking for a kitchen hand or anything like that.
Thank you.
Excellent. Well done, Martha. Okay.
Thanks, Martha.
All right. So, Martha, you can do it again. Here comes Marlon from Thailand now.
Oh.
Martha, this is just about getting practice around the chaos of the container.
Oh no, I know you're not targeting me or anything like that. I don't feel victimized. Hi, Marlon.
Hey.
Welcome to the container. He's like, who is this girl?
How are you checking in, Marlon?
Oh my god.
I'm checking through. I'm feeling good.
Oh, you
feeling good. Tired too hot.
Okay. So today's topic, Marlon, is around finances and how money impacts self-esteem and what we can do about it when we're meeting a coachee to help kind of unpack it. And Gary came today and spoke about being a father in recovery and not having a bit of extra income to give the kids has kind of fed into his anxiety and wanting to do something. So we just had a coaching conversation where he's kind of decided to go out and look for some part-time extra income, where he's going to go and canvass for work at restaurants or places he knows, so he can add a little bit of part-time work to his paycheck. He was doing some part-time stuff on the side, but for whatever reason, there was a kind of a conflict of interest and he had to let that go. And now he's feeling the heat and the pressure of not having that extra little bit of money to kind of give the kids and to help along. He's got a daughter that's at that kind of age that's kind of thinking, you know, I want this and this and this, and the relationship is impacting him. And this is something that's very normal for people in recovery, because in a culture of addiction, a lot of people kind of use and then pay off the guilt by just giving the kids money. Yep. And then in recovery, the reality is often there isn't that extra money and the guilt still sits there, and there's an expectation that's been set up with the kids and the family member, and the family needs to adjust to dad who's in recovery now in this stage. And we'll all appreciate this is a very normal thing that happens for individuals as they move into a culture of recovery and resilience. The family members also have to move into a culture of recovery. Yeah. And often what happens is the family members are very angry that fucking dad sobered up, because now we're not getting the money, but we're not allowed to say that because when dad was using, it was a fucking nightmare. And so the family members then sit with kind of conflicting feelings. Yep. So this is a sort of thing that's emerged in the container today, and we're just trying to navigate through that. Is that a fair enough summary, Gary?
Yeah, that's it.
Cool. All right. So the floor's open. Where should we take the container now?
Speaking to us. Or motivation, tell their opinion on what we just talked about.
But they were on the last 2 days. Go on. That's the truth. It's like a week. Maybe we should ask Ruth how she feels on that topic and what would she like to add to that.
Great, excellent. So bringing in the participants into the container, excellent.
Um,
That was a big breath, Ruth.
It was
And I was
massive.
just going,
Well, being put on the spot again. We're being put on the spot. I don't know. So I'm actually in a bit of financial difficulty myself. I'm not working and trying to build up 2 businesses. Also having 3 kids, one of which is at university and thinks I'm minted. An 18-year-old who also thinks I'm minted, and a 7-year-old who does as well. And it's 6 weeks holidays as of tomorrow, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm actually got sidetracked. He was thinking about calling chefs. I was thinking about putting clothes on Vinted. That's about the only thing that I can think of because it's difficult. And I wish I could bring more to this subject, but it's quite emotive for me. So
I'll be back in 1 sec.
Okay. So yeah, I can empathise with you massively, Gary.
Sorry? Yeah, I think, especially it's exactly the same with the summer holidays, and you just, at the age they're at, they just want more and more, and they don't understand. My daughter she doesn't realise it now, but she doesn't want me present. She's not, me being present to her is not gonna get her runners for her.
Yeah.
I'm trying to explain that to her now, but I don't know, it's hard.
So yeah, I mean, I took my kids away for a weekend about 3 weeks ago. We went to see the Foo Fighters in Anfield in Liverpool, which cost an absolute bloody fortune for 5 of us to go. And they just don't seem to realise that, that was our big treat for the summer. Yes, it was before the summer holidays, but it was a treat. We all wanted to go. So now it's like, what the hell do I do now for the next 6?
Exactly. I brought my daughter to Cork to a concert tickets, food, accommodation for her birthday.
Yeah.
It's not the next week, and I'm after getting a text that because her birthday present she got it 2 weeks ago. So yeah.
Yeah, they can't forget, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's just pause for a second. So Ruth's been brought into the container, and then she felt a bit of fear. It's like, oh fuck, I'm always on the spot. So that's the one thing to kind of acknowledge. The human experience when someone's brought into the container. And then we spoke about money. And then she mentioned her role as a mother. And her 3 daughters. One's at university, one's 7 years old, one's 18.
Coming up,
All right. And they all seem to think that mummy must provide. And they don't understand that mum shelled out a whole lot of money for the Foo Fighters concert before the summer holiday. And now Ruth's sitting with, oh, fuck. How am I going to handle the next 6 weeks of the summer holiday? All right. Gary, what's similar between your situation and Ruth's situation?
What's similar? A lot.
A lot, huh?
A good bit of it there. Yeah, I'll just go with a lot. She's 3 kids, I have 2, but a lot. A lot is very similar, Getting the Foo Fighters a few weeks ago, I brought my daughter, and that was her birthday present. But now her birthday's in 2 weeks, and now she wants these runners for €180. It's the same feeling, It's the same feeling of fear. And fear and the self-esteem and work.
So then what happened is there's identification. It's like, oh fuck, I get it. Yeah, I get it. It's like da 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 da. So it's not so isolating now. The feelings. Your words were, I wasn't going to talk about this. Now you've brought it to the container, and spoken about it, and people are relating to it. Yep. Ruth also said that she was going to come up with putting clothes on Vinted or something to make a bit of money. So there's also the entrepreneurial spirit inside of Ruth to actually like, fuck, we got to do something here, which is something that you've got, Gary.
Yeah. Okay.
Does that?
Yeah. My way of being entrepreneurial is going looking for a job that I don't need any training at. I can just walk straight into it. Going using my strengths rather than going trying to start a whole new fucking career. Because it's not going to be for long. Hopefully it's only for a few months, a year, say.
Yeah, well,
So
I mean, why don't you look at it like you're studying here for a new career? Yeah, so this is like
That's what I am doing.
Yeah, you're studying, and it's like I'm going to get a part-time job to support my income while I'm educating myself to become to move into a more of a professional role.
Yeah. I think and I think the biggest hurdle will be just getting a structure, week day to day, and sticking to it. Not even sticking, get one that kind of suits my kids, I suppose, and my times that I take on. It's
She can't have both, Kerry. You know what I mean? She wants you doing the work or the money. You're gonna have to lack, and you can't do both. You know what I mean?
There's no fucking giveaway.
Yeah.
And
she's gonna have to understand. You know what I mean?
Like maybe I'll have to change maybe the days that I take my daughter or something. But these are all things that I'm gonna have to just fucking go and do and find out. And just say it.
Yeah. Like as addicts, nobody really likes change because we're quite happy where we are. Do you know what I mean? Or what we're doing. But like you're obviously not happy because you want to do more for your child. So change has to happen. Do you know what I mean? So just.
And do you know now what's after coming up for me just as Megan? There's more fear of going to their mother and saying, "Listen, I need to change," and I know it'll just fucking look at you again. No, I mean.
Yeah, but you just explain that you're doing the best.
There's no explaining.
It's the best thing. Well, that's like I hate people that don't listen to. You know what I mean? One thing at a time. Yeah.
So what's Gary just told us?
Of his ex-wife.
She wasn't my wife.
Well, ex-woman.
I think he's thinking too much into the way down the road. I think you should just be focus on getting the job first, then a little part-time job. Then when you get the job, then think about how am I going to approach her and speak to her and change my days.
Okay. So get the job first.
You're thinking about money. Yeah. You're thinking about getting the job. Yeah.
So
you're thinking about what to change the days for her. Yeah. You're thinking about your daughter.
What age is the daughter then?
7.
Daughter 7. If you can have the conversation with the daughter.
Yeah.
If you can have that conversation with the daughter, rather know where you're at and what you're going for that job to get that money to give her these things that she wants. Yeah. Or else if you don't want anyone to reach a clan or anything like that, they take it off easy like that.
It's okay with the eldest daughter, I'll be able to talk to her like that. She's a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
You know, she knows she comes to me on these days, and then.
So you're in the next hour when you break in.
To not seeing you before when you were in addiction to now seeing you. Now you just start down and say, well, Daddy's had to get a job so that we can have more fun days when I do take it. Do you know what I mean? Break it down.
So let me come in here. So your next hour, when you break off into your rooms, I want you to look up frapping, and talk about frapping. It should be in the manual somewhere. Okay. All right.
Was there a lot of frapping going on there, was there?
You'll work it out. Yeah. But what Gary's just told us is that he's not with the mother of his children. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's another dynamic relationship that we're aware of. Yeah. So is that the same for you, Ruth?
Yeah, I'm a single mum, and I only have 7 hours a week of non-small child time when she visits her dad. So it's literally me and me.
Okay. All right. So here you got a dad that's got a relationship with kids. Yeah, but here you got a mother that's got a relationship with kids. And as coaches, we also need to then look at this relationship that Gary has with his partner or his ex-partner or the woman that he's had children with. And Ruth needs to consider the impact of her children's father as well. Yep. So Ruth just said, I only get 7 hours a week of me time or something. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And where this coaching is going is we're starting to look at the system. We're starting to build the system around the individual. So you'll be working one-on-one with someone, but we need to start to think about the context, the system that's around them. Because often it's the system around them that also keeps the person back. Yep. So Gary just gave us a clue. It's like, fuck, I need to find a job that's going to fit in the structure that she's got, because if I don't do that, she's going to freak out and then I can't get a job and fucking and started to get overwhelmed.
Yes, it did. And you know what, you hit the nail on the head. The structure that she has. So we're going to have to look at that.
Oh, now there's a bit of anger. There's a bit of fucking, we'll understand. All right.
Right, Joe.
All right.
See, that was it. I just fucking bent over.
Yeah, I fucking bet. You see, now the anger's coming out, and when we coach that relationship. Okay. All right. So, Natasha, do you want to welcome Paresh into the container, check him in, and then just summarize what's been going on? And you can say no, David.
No, I will, no problem. Welcome, Paresh. We were just speaking about Gary is having financial problems, like around his kids and just in life itself. And he was thinking maybe if he got a job like that, it would help him, and it would help him. So like we were talking about like him getting part-time work or something. So he's thinking, no, his action is to go around to restaurants or get a security job in the concerts. And then the more we were speaking, no, and Ruth then was speaking about like she's having difficulty in her finances, and the more we were talking here, like Gary has the stress of his ex-partner and trying to find the structure to suit her when to take his kids and all. So that's another stress added to his life. So yeah, that's basically it.
Okay, thank
How are
you.
you checking in, Paresh?
Yeah, I'm checking in good. Looking forward to the session. I'm a bit annoyed I missed it Tuesday, missed it last week, I think. Yeah, but that's on me, right? So yeah, I'm looking forward to the session, and apologies I was a few minutes late. Well, but more than a few minutes.
That's fine. So welcome to the container. And just so everyone knows why we do it like this is because we need to be okay as coaches to be able to handle it when people rock up. Because in a culture of addiction, it's often very chaotic. And if you ask someone to rock up at a certain time, they often can't make it for whatever reason. Yeah. So we're trying to meet people where they're at. Yeah. So welcome, Paresh, and we're dancing with you here. What we're going to do now is we're going to check out our colleagues from Sankalpa, and they're going to go off, and Gary's got some homework, which will
Yeah.
hold him accountable for next week, and they're going to go work out what frapping is. And yeah, all right, Martha, I'm sorry if you felt singled out by me. That really
No,
wasn't.
I didn't. I don't feel. I know you're trying to encourage me. I know it's not like. I just wanted to apologize for my kind of disconnection today. I just have like a bit of shit at the minute, and I can't really talk about it in the container.
No, that's absolutely fine.
Somewhere else.
Yeah, no, that's
I don't
absolutely
feel
fine.
singled out. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, so just everyone needs to kind of practice and feel the heat a bit. Yeah, just because we're trying to build resilience. Yeah. But it's certainly not about singling out or picking on. But would you like to start the checkout, please? One thing, how are you checking out? And what have you learned today?
I'm checking out as I don't really know how to. I'm quite anxious. I'm not really present right now. And I can't even think. I'm sorry. I can't even think of one thing that I learned. I did get a lot from it, but I can't really put it into words right now.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yes, I'm tagging Gary.
Thank you, Roger. I'm checking. How much checking out to now? Yeah, I'm good. I'm checking out good. I know what I have to do. I'm just doing it now. Let there be no panic. Yeah. I hate saying that it'll work itself out, but it will. Once I do what I'm supposed to, I'll be all right. Yeah. So thanks. Yeah, that's me checking out, checking in.
Yeah, checking out. I'm okay. I learned that from this. I don't mean this in any bad. That life should lead struggle. You know, it doesn't matter if you're clean, dirty, or whatever. Life's a struggle. And it's good to be able to sit in a room with people on the same level that can give you solutions. Do you know what I mean? That will even make you open up your own brain and find the solution. Yeah, life is tough. It's gonna throw obstacles at you. You know, you stay connected. If you frame of mind and avoid many substances whatsoever, you'll be okay. You know. Yeah, so checking out good and hard, right?
I'm Megan, and I'm checking out as what I'm taking from today is the power of opening your mouth. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gary wasn't going to bring that into container, and by the end of it, he found his own solution. Do you know what I mean? So a lot of the answers that we need is already in us. We just need to open our mouth and voice what's going on for us, and we'll find the answer ourselves, even though with a bit of guidance from, certain questions and certain, guidance, people will find answers for themselves. So I'm grand and I'm tagging him.
I'm checking out very, very good. I'm more awake, if I'm being honest, and what I learned today. See, this is how half asleep I was when I first came in. I was saying about last week, but as you were coaching Gary, it came back to me. So you're listening and you're letting him find his own answers, and because we do have all our own answers inside of us. But as well, what I learned as well, when I gave Gary back feedback, I was projecting my own stuff onto you and how my job went. Because it didn't frapping. But that's what happens to me. I project my stuff onto someone else and then the more I was sitting there and the more I was listening, I was thinking, part-time, because I had a conversation with you last week, we're on going 12 hours shifts. Well, part-time does work for people. Full-time works for people as well. Just because it didn't work for me doesn't mean it's not going to work for anyone else. So I learned that as well. But I already knew that, but my head was half asleep this morning, so I was coming off my own shit and putting it on. And it wasn't about me, it was about you. So yeah.
Good realisation, Tash, fair play to you.
Excellent,
Yeah,
Natasha. Excellent. All right, everyone. I'll see you next week. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cheers,
thank
Davey.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
today,
you.
Bob. Have a good evening.
Thanks so
Good
much.
morning.
Somebody, the
Thanks.
lighthouse them down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Let's see. Right, let's just do another check-in. How is everyone? I always need to check in after that. I find it quite hard to hold the container and to listen, and they're in a room, and you guys are all kind of close up, and like so
It's really loud, right? It's really echoey and loud, and
yeah. So I feel a bit rattled, but I really enjoyed Natasha's checkout at the end, where she kind of understood what frapping was and projecting her own story as a solution for someone else. She kind of became aware of, oh, that's not coaching. And that was lovely to see. Marlon, let's hear from you, checking in from Thailand. So nice to see you.
That will give me a bit of a headache because there was so much going off. Oh, sorry, let me just put my phone on silent. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I found it really hard to. Well, I just switched off, to be honest. Yeah, quite bad of me, to be honest. Just find it. I find it difficult to concentrate in environments like that. It reminds me of being like back in rehab when I'm in a group session, and there's a facilitator, and then everyone's just chucking their
Yeah.
yeah. So sort of that's where my mind went back to that. You know, I've been in that environment a few times, which is quite funny. And and I've behaved like a proper child in them environments where like I just can't take it. There's too much going off for me, and I just backdoor it. I just walk out, which obviously I know it's something I need to get better at, a lot better. It's a good test of patience and tolerance. But I know myself that I am like one of my strengths is being in a one-to-one capacity.
Okay.
I'll pass to Ruth. But I'm checking in really good.
Thanks, Marlon. I'm good. I'm really excited about some stuff. I'm really grateful. And I'm really glad to be here. So, hi, everyone. I've missed you, Marlon. You haven't been here for a few weeks. Where have you been?
Been travelling, Ruth.
Oh, don't make me jealous. That's not fair. I'm Teesside. That's just not fair.
Yeah, it was good. It was nice. I had company, otherwise I would have jumped on.
We don't want to know. I'm glad you had a good time, though. No plaster for Rush.
Jesus. So yeah, no, I'm checking in good. As I said before, just repeating, really, just looking forward to the session. Been a while, it feels like.
It has been a while.
Yeah.
Missed your face, man.
So why don't we shift the container to start at 10:30 on a Thursday? So I can do my hour with Sankalpa, and then you guys can jump on at 10:30.
Amazing. I will change that.
Yeah,
so that's past 10 to 12, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Can I still jump on? No, I like it. I think it's chaotic and it kind of matches my head. So can I join?
Yeah, you're welcome to. It's just let's like, and I mean, I think the whole thing is that we need to be able to adjust the container and recontract, and because it's always moving. always.
I'm happy just to slide in and not say anything, just to listen to what's going on. So you don't even have to interact with me. I'm just going to be there and listening. I like to listen in and watch.
And I mean the reason why we have it also for people to just arrive when they do, like in Africa where we create these classrooms, we have no idea of how difficult it is for someone to come to the classroom. Yeah, they got to get up early in the morning. They got to catch all sorts of different public transport. It gets really fucking difficult. So instead of kind of being that kind of, white colonial, you have to arrive at class on time, do that, to really just kind of open it up into more of a, when you arrive, and you sit down and you share, which is way more Ubuntu spirit. Yeah. Okay. So Marlon, what number class is this for you? About 9, 10?
Tell you now. It is. So the last session was on the 30th, and it was my 8th session. But on Tuesday, I did an hour for my
All right.
ninth session.
Okay.
So this is my ninth session.
All right. So you should understand the conversation now, which is the headphones, checking, contract, build the container, agenda, action, accountability. We listen with we ask open questions, and we listen at levels 1, 2, and 3, and we listen for needs, values, and purpose. Yep. If someone's living a purposeful life, that's really what recovery is about, meaning and purpose. Yeah. Then we've got the continuums, which is the glasses, and we've got the 4 continuums, which is use, misuse, abuse, dependence, addiction, harm reduction, abstinence, codependence, interdependence, independence, and then wait and wail. So wait and wail is why am I talking? And the other one is why am I listening? So when you're engaging with someone, sometimes people talk a lot of shit, and you just sit there and you listen, and actually go, listen, why are we here? Why am I listening to you? Like, do you want to stop or don't you want to stop? Do you want to, because, and then the other times is why am I talking? Like someone will share a bit of their experience, and then we go, oh yeah, blah, 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 blah. And then we start to share our lived experience in a way that just drowns that person. I had a sponsor like that. Whenever I told him something, he'd go, oh, wow, blah, 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 blah. And I'd never feel heard in it. It was always about them and their experience. And then where you should be now around 9, 10 weeks is starting to think about the system, Marlon, which is made up of family members, the workplace environment, and the person that's in a culture of adversity. And as coaches, we're in the very center, in crisis, chaos, and conflict. And our top goal is to remain authentic. Fuck, I don't know what's going on here. Fucking chaotic here. What are you guys gonna do to and in that environment, people will often say, but what must I do? What must I do? What must I do? Tell me what to do. What must I do? Yeah. And that gets projected onto us a lot. And our job is to kind of say, fuck, you're paying me to say I don't know, which is quite a difficult place to get to. Okay, so that's where you are in training wise. And yeah. So where should we go? What's our agenda today? I'm just going to put the kettle on while you work it out.
Oh, but you ask me questions and my brain just gets flooded, and I just think of lots of things that we could talk about, so I just shut up. That's why I'm being put on the spot. I get like head fat.
Head fart.
Head fart. So if somebody brings something up, I'll try and bring something to the conversation, but don't ask me to give an idea because I don't have a clue.
What? But you have some topics in your head already that you would like to talk about.
I don't know. I mean, like, just by saying what do you want to talk about, I'm like, well, I could talk about lots of things. And then I was kind of asking relevant to what around what subject. So I've got ADHD, and that's just how my brain works. I need a bit of more guidance around what kind of things are we going to talk about. Then I'll know what to think about. Otherwise, that's just a very broad topic for me, and I'm like, I don't know. There's lots of info that we could talk about. We could talk about the neck propulsion of a giraffe. Do you know what I mean? And the velocity of. I know, right? That sounds a bit crazy, right? But I know you're going to put me off on a tangent. I saw a picture of a giraffe, and I was like, he's got a really long neck. If he throws up, is it going to be like projectile, or is it going to be a dribble? And then I was thinking, if it's going to be projectile, imagine like the potential of a rocket launch from a giraffe. You could enter Earth's low orbit. So that's what I mean. I need a bit of guidance of what we're going to talk about because my brain just comes up with some random shit. And this is why I shut up to talk shit.
Here's our continuum. Yep. And you guys are all coming to this class to learn about the skill of recovery coaching. Yep. That's our overall contract. Yep. And then each class, we set up a little container. Yep. And slowly we're moving along. Make sense to everyone? So are you guys learning about recovery coaching? It's a yes, no question. I just want a yes or a no.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So we're honoring the overall contract. Yeah. So Ruth's thing is now is fuck, when I get asked questions like that, I feel overwhelmed and and then I got ADHD and I got this and where are we going to talk? What are we going to talk about? That is a very normal coaching place to start. It's like, oh fuck, I don't know what we're going to talk about today. I haven't got an agenda. I'm fucking blah 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 blah. Okay. So one of the skill sets of coaching is being able to sit there when we don't know what we're going to talk about. I could become a teacher and get prescriptive and say, here's our class. Yeah. And this is what we're learning, and this is what we're learning, and this is what we're learning, and sit down, class, this is where we're at. That's not how we learn here. How we learn here is like, fuck, we're in the mess. And that freaks people out because it's a different learning style. It's an adult learning environment.
I'm just going to get some tissue. This aircon destroys my nose.
I wonder where Bally is this week. Have you heard from Bally?
No. What about Marcus? Is Marcus quite busy with other things? I haven't seen Marcus.
I haven't heard from him.
Okay, so now we're talking about people that aren't here. Yeah? What's that about?
For me, it's concern.
So it evokes a feeling of anxiety.
Or is it distraction?
It could be a distraction. Well, let's talk about something. Let's talk about the people that aren't here. So we got something to talk about. Yep.
Well, also, it was kind of like the right time because Marcus was Marlon was blowing his nose. So like, you know, like we wouldn't talk about it like midway through another conversation. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but also these people normally attend. And I know that the likes of Marcus and Bally have had things going on recently. You know, for me, it's our pure concern.
Mm. I don't know about what they got going on, but yeah.
Okay.
How many years have you been vaping for, Ruth?
Oh, forever. Feels like forever. Actually, do you
Is it
know what,
something
right? Do you know what? No, I'll
Is
tell
it
you.
something you ever... Go on, sorry.
I am totally addicted to it. I used to smoke years ago, but then I quit and I thought, I'm moving house. I'm never going to quit again. So I started vaping. Then I quit again. And then I started working in a care home as an admin. And I realised that I was the only one who never got a break because I didn't vape or smoke. So I just thought, fuck it, I'm going to start vaping again.
Oh, no.
I can have a vape.
Oh, that's
You enjoy
hilarious.
it?
I love it. Yeah. It's one of my only sort of things that regulate me.
Mm. Do you feel like you take it to bed with you, and do you hold it in your sleep?
No, don't do that. Bedtime, it goes
Yeah.
down. I know people that do that though. That freaks me out.
Really?
I'm one of them.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. I sleep with it under my pillow. Yeah,
And
and
you vape through while you're sleeping?
I wake up in the night and have a couple of drags. Yeah,
It is very addictive though. It is really addictive. But for me, it's something to do with my hands, and if I'm stressed, it's something just to sort of regulate my breathing as well. Despite it's probably shit for my lungs, but it does help me regulate my breathing if I'm having a bit of a stressful time.
I've been vaping a lot more than before. But I use those snooze things. It must be
Sweden.
pumping loads more nicotine in, right? Because like when you have a cigarette, that's it. You have a cigarette and that's it. With vaping, you can constantly have a drag, right?
Yeah, it never ends, does it?
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, we're really digressing.
Not
No,
really.
we're not digressing at all.
Oh, okay.
Like the
Not
topics
digressing then.
emerging. Keep going.
Because vaping is addictive, isn't it? It's still
Yeah.
something people are addicted to. It still costs money. It still costs. You know, I'm a bit of a cheeky vapor, and I'll vape wherever I can. To be fair, I'll sit in the corner of a restaurant or whatever where it's quiet, so I can have a vape. Or I'll go on the toilet and have a vape. It's
Well, vaping's illegal in Thailand. If you get caught
Yeah, I know.
vaping, the police will take you straight to the cash machine, and you get about £400 fine.
Same in India.
Really.
You just pay
Yeah.
the police £100 instead.
Yeah.
Vaping's illegal in Thailand.
Yeah.
Same in India.
But there's weed dispensers on every corner. It's interesting.
Well, it's all about money. It's all about the taxes and the government, right? That's all it's about. Same in India. Like you think about like vaping in India, crazy. You know, like 1 point something billion people smoking. Well, not everyone's smoking, but it just comes down to the taxes.
I was about to say that. Is it about the money making thing?
Money.
Yeah.
So, Marlon, are you breaking the law now on camera?
Yes, I am.
Isn't it in public though, Marlon? In public, you're not allowed to vape.
You can smoke, you can vape anywhere, but if there's, you've got to have your wits about you, because if the police are flying around, they will.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean the law. Is the law you're not allowed to vape at all, or you're allowed to vape
No.
home?
I don't know about at home. You just don't vape.
Okay,
Vapes,
fine.
wherever it's like, even in Bangkok airport, it's like vapes. No, fine. So
There's loads of countries like that. Like UAE's the same as well. You can't vape.
people talking about vaping, people say to me, because I'm very athletic, that I get the question all the time, like, is vaping something that you'll put down? You put other substances down, like why your vaping doesn't fit your character. And sometimes I can get really worked up about it and like stress myself out. I'm like because I use this, like this juice, and I like, it gives me the fucking ick, like filling it up, and I'm like, why am I doing this? It's like, after this I'm gonna finish this and I'm gonna go and run 10K, but then
It's crazy, sorry, isn't it? So I run as well. And it's crazy how we can still run so far and with vapors. It's like, I always think maybe if I didn't vape, would I be able to do it any quicker? With my lung capacity be better, and could I do it any quicker, any faster?
All us talking about vaping is I'm looking at my vaping pin now and I want to pick it up.
Do it. Go on, Paresh, do it.
Around smoking, and like I've always had this mindset around, like, you know, people in the Marines and the SAS who smoke, you know, build a cigarette after cigarette after cigarette, and they'll be, you know, out in the wilderness for days upon end, you know, marching around with a monstrous bagpack on or whatever, and you know they're in the military for years upon end. But if they can do it, I can do it. That's what I've always seen it as.
But the addiction never stops, does it? You know, it just never stops. And you know, there are people that are addicted to coffee, right? They have to have coffee. Like, I've become like that. I have to have a coffee in the mornings. I have to have 3 actually. So, you know, when I stopped drinking, I swapped for sugar. I'm pretty sure I did. And I don't know if that was a physical thing or a mental thing or just a fucking I've got to have something thing. I don't know. Maybe a combination. And I got really fat.
Do you know what though? It's funny you say that, Paresh. So I used to drink Red Bull, like shitloads of stuff. I was probably addicted to Red Bull because of the caffeine.
Yeah.
And when I started my medication for my ADHD, because of the stimulants, I'm not allowed caffeine anymore. And I noticed that actually, since stopping the Red Bull, I puff on this a lot more than I used to, because I don't have that other addiction.
Yeah. And then I got really fat, and then I got on the Manjaro. And then now I can't get off Manjaro. I'm addicted to that. It's just one thing after the next. Now it's like, should you be beating yourself up over it, or should you just accept the fact that, do you know what? Everyone's got addiction in them. My wife has to have coffee. Does that mean she's addicted? Probably. Well, she has to have it. But I suppose it comes down to that. Is it what harm is it doing, right? We all know what will happen if we take a drink or a drug. You must know what's going to happen to you and your family and your bank account and your health, basically. But it doesn't happen with vaping, does it? And coffee. So
I'm just thinking though, when you talked about your wife there, that she's addicted to coffee. Is it an addiction, or is it just the fact that she likes to have it and it's part of her routine? Like, is it on a mom that she has it?
Yeah, so I've called it an addiction, probably. Can she go without it? Is she going to start shaking on the floor? No. Is she going to go? She will actually just not have it. So, yeah.
So, Ruth, look up the epistemology of the word addiction.
What the hell was that first word? What?
It's the history of the word.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what it actually means and where it comes from.
Latin, isn't it? Is it Latin, David?
Yeah, Greek Latin, I think.
Well, the early Roman era, addictus referred to involuntary enslavement or being legally bound to another person. Early modern period, 16th, 17th century, the word evolved into a mostly positive or neutral term denoting devotion or attachment to pursuit or cause. In late 1500s, Shakespeare used addiction in Henry V to simply describe a strong inclination towards the hobby. 19th century, potent chemical compounds, morphine, heroin, cocaine, became widely available. The word narrow to describe the physical dependence and habitual use of substances. In the modern era, the term has shifted from a moral failing to a medicalized disease model. By the late 20th century, the American Psychiatry Association broadened its scope beyond chemical substances to encompass behavioral addictions such as gambling or gaming. And that's what Google has just brought up for me.
Great. So basically it's about enslavement. Being enslaved to something. Yep. So are you guys enslaved to your vapes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay.
If I lose my vape, my day is finished.
Yeah. You know what? Like, I get so angry and upset and like cross, and I get frustrated that the kids not help me find. Like, where's my vape? Like, help me find it. It'll keep me chill.
Like I offered when I came back from traveling, I had a hire car, and I did I checked out the hire car and went through the car, and then I was like going in to get my ferry, and I thought, oh, I fancy a vape. I checked, I couldn't find my vape, so I was straight on the phone to them. They must have set off 45 minutes ago, offering them money to bring my vape back to me. You know, that's to the extent, like rummaging around, can't concentrate, couldn't communicate with who I was with, and then ended up finding it, and it was like the biggest relief in the
It's
world.
bad, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
my wife came in the bedroom the other day and she goes, "Have you been vaping in here?" And I felt like a kid, right? I went, "No." Then my youngest son said he was. You know how fucking bad that was? Like, I felt like I was the 10-year-old and he was the adult. So she goes, "Have you been vaping in here?" And I go, "No." It's like it's like when you ask, "Have you had a drink?" Oh, no. Right? Remember those times when you like partner or someone said, "Have you had a drink?" And the first answer is like the quickest answer you've ever given. Oh, no. So, and then my son goes, he was. I just felt like, I don't know, I felt like a kid. I mean, she goes, "If you fucking vape in here, I'll throw that thing out." And I thought to myself, well, that's not very fair. But then it's like, well, why should they be in the vape smoke or whatever in the house? So they're on the other side of the world. They're on the other side of the world right now. So look, vaping everywhere.
So what is the consequences of your enslavement to vapes?
Well, in that situation, it was pretty. I felt like a child.
Yeah, embarrassed and shamed.
Embarrassed, shamed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not a good role model.
The consequences.
Yeah.
Well, the consequences for me would be for the because I casually go into the toilets on the plane and sit there and read the newspaper and vape, and potentially the plane could get re-diverted, and I could be banned from flying and get a fine that probably couldn't afford to pay. Like that, they are quite serious consequences, to be honest. Some of the places that I choose to do that in, and it's only like in my younger days where I nothing, no, not much more different than using Class A's on a plane, really.
Yeah. There's financial consequence. I mean, it's not probably going to be very significant, but it's still a financial consequence. And then there could be health consequences later. We don't know, right?
Yeah, we don't know about about other people being around it either, do we? Yet we don't. What's the word I'm looking for?
Passive smoking.
Smoking. Yeah, we don't know any. And I always tutor. I smoke it even in the house where the kids are, and I'm thinking, is that dangerous? But it's like, there's nothing around that yet, is there?
When smoking was, 20, 30 years ago, people smoking everywhere, smoking in cars, smoking here, there. Now it's like you're not.
So you all know your consequences around it. Yeah. What's the benefit of vaping?
I'm regulated.
It feeds an addiction. It sounds terrible, but that is a benefit.
So what's the benefit of feeding that addiction?
It keeps you, well, what Ruth said, really.
Regulated as well, yeah? Okay.
Yeah. Rested instead of restless.
Huh?
Rested, for me, rested instead of restless.
Okay.
Content.
Okay. Content, rested, and regulated. Okay. So there are some big benefits to vaping, huh?
Short term, yes. The solution should be, right, is to be regulated content without vaping. That's the real solution.
So how are you going to get there?
Well, you have to do a lot of hard work. It's like Paresh, I put on my loads of weight, right?
Paresh makes me feel like at ease instead of at dis-ease.
Yeah.
Like that, so don't you?
So I put on loads of weight, right?
Saying
I
that.
got to 104 kilos, right? People are like, right, you need to change your complete lifestyle. You need to change your diet. You need to get to the gym. You need to do X, Y, and Z. I tried it too hard. Did I try hard enough? No. Right? Tried it. It was still too hard. Then I found another quick fix, right? And that's taking Manjaro. I've now lost 27 kilos by doing nothing, literally nothing, except jabbing myself once a week. So, again, that's another example. What was the real solution? So now I'm stuck on the Manjaro. I don't want to get off it because I'll get fat again.
I was going to say, is being on the Manjaro, is that more about a fear than actually making you regulated and stressed and satisfied? The fear of getting fat.
Yeah, because like your appetite will go to another level, they say. It's not like it will go to, like, let's say when I was fat, right? And I was eating X amount. And then when you go on Manjaro and when you come off Manjaro, your appetite was, let's say, this big. Before, when you're fat, your appetite's going to be this big, way bigger. So you're going to get fatter quicker again.
See, I'm not sure if that's right, because I've lost 4.5 stone in 2.5 years. And that was due to being on stimulants.
Yeah.
But obviously the stimulants, that after being on something for so long, that effect wears off. You get used to it, your body doesn't feel it anymore.
Yeah.
But I've managed to maintain for a year now.
Yeah.
And it's like,
yeah, everyone's different.
But I think because you don't eat that much for so long, doesn't your stomach shrink? So you don't feel as hungry.
Yeah. I suppose I'm contradicting what I'm saying, because I was on minimum dose all the way, stepping up every month, right? As you're supposed to 15. And then I'm reversing, but I didn't go step down the same rate. I've just halved it. And I haven't noticed a difference. So it's like, fuck, that's great. And then I've halved it again. And now I'm on pretty much minimum dose, and I haven't noticed any difference. So it's great.
Do you watch what you eat on the Manjaro, and do you actually do physical exercise as well?
Yeah, so I mean, like, I cycle to the office. I don't count that as real physical exercise, right? I cycle probably 100 kilometers a week, if that, 80. And then I go to the gym 1 or 2 times a week. Sometimes that doesn't happen. I just do weights because I lose muscle wastage from the Manjaro. It sucks all your fat and your muscle. And I play cricket. Now you're probably thinking you just stand around, but fuck me, I can't walk for 4 days after playing cricket.
Food wise,
food wise, I'm still smashing the sugar, and it's a real concern. So I've done 2 tubs of ice cream in the last 2 nights.
So basically, as soon as you stop, you're going to go back to square one.
I don't know.
But if you've cut back that much on the dosage and you've noticed that you're not any more hungry, perhaps your stomach has shrank.
It's costing me money, right? So it's not cheap. It went all the way up. Max dose was £350 a month. That's a lot of money for me. And now I'm back down to like 150 a month, but it's still a lot of money.
Yeah, well.
So let's just pause for a second. What's the topic in the container?
Manjaro.
Addiction,
Manjaro. What else?
Vaping.
Yep. What else?
Effects of each one.
Yeah. All right. Where would you say the conversation is? Is it in a culture of addiction, or a culture of adversity, or a culture of recovery and resilience?
addiction.
Okay. Because
we're talking about our current active addictions.
Okay.
I'm thinking there's recovery and resilience as well, though, because we're giving ideas to the other people.
So we're in a culture of recovery, talking about a culture of addiction. Yeah. Okay. So I would like you guys to kind of work out next what the solution is, where you're going to, because we did a cost benefit analysis. Basically, I asked you what are the consequences and what are the benefits, and the benefits are, fuck, I feel regulated. I feel like there's some big payoffs there. So it's going to be very difficult to tell someone not to do something when there's so many benefits to it. Yeah.
Well, I think it's just ask yourself a question, right? So we are all recovering, stopped drinking and drugging, correct? We all have, yeah, on this call. So don't, unless it's just me, I can't believe that has happened, right? You guys agree? Do you are you really happy about giving up your addiction?
No.
You're not. You miss it.
Oh, sorry. I mean, this is my addiction. I thought you meant would I be happy?
No. Whatever your real, like your drink or drug, what was it?
I've never been in addiction.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I just had assumed. Okay.
I've been. I've had family members and an ex-partner who was in addiction, so I've had some
Right. Okay. Interesting. Sorry, I didn't know that. But what I was gonna say is, I can't believe that I don't drink. I can't believe that I don't want to drink. So I don't want to drink. That's the difference. And I heard people in AA say, do you know what? You live your best life in recovery or fucking whatever the thing is. And I'm like, oh my God, if I hear that again, you're lying. You're full of shit. You're lying, and it's not
My
true.
best days using is fucking like my worst day of recovery is
I'd like fuck off.
a lot of
Okay?
shit, that
Honestly,
one.
stop saying that shit. Be honest. And that's what I used to think to myself. And now, honestly, that's how I feel. Like, I can't believe my family are on the other side of the world right now. And this was my kind of last tick in the box. And I was worried. I dropped into Heathrow on Sunday. My mind would tell me, right, let's go. Let's just have a little test and see what happens. Why not? No one's going to know. Got plenty of money in the bank. Got my house keys, got my car keys. Everything's fine.
GMT?
Hey?
You GMT?
What? GMT?
GMT?
Oh, yeah. Oh, the GMT. Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah. Yeah. So the GMT. But yeah. So it's like.
What's
But
GMT? I'm lost.
You
watch.
know, I'm a watchman.
Are you?
The watch.
Yeah, yeah. I was a watch trader. Well, I still am, effectively. It's one of my, yeah.
So if I ring you up one day and go, can you sell my watch quickly?
Yeah.
I do it.
Yeah, trade, no problems. But I mean, at private, you know. Anyway, that's the top.
Oh, that's awesome. We should talk. I love watches too.
Yeah.
Anyway, what I was going to say is that I don't have that I don't have that thought process, right? So it doesn't come into my fucking mind at all. Okay. And I'm really happy about that. Like, I'm really happy.
So you're out of the prison. You can't believe you've been set free.
Yeah. And so what I was going to say is that, fuck, I love digress. What I was going to say, Jesus, what I was going to say is, if someone said to you, so Paresh, someone came out to me and go, Paresh, you can get off Manjaro if you do this, and I'll help you do this, and you do it properly, naturally, or get off the vaping. Would you do it? Sorry, that was my original question. I'm going to make a really fucking bad recovery coach, I'll tell you now. Person's just going to go, nah, forget about the next session, mate. Thanks. But anyway, and can I get my money back? So what I was going to say is, if someone just said, click of a finger, I'll get rid of vaping for you. Click. Or click Manjaro, click out. Would you take it? Or would you go, nah, I love it?
Yeah, I'd take it.
Well, there you go. You're trapped in addiction. And I am too. You're trapped. So what does it matter on the substance? It's just it's not destroying your life, right? So if I didn't vape, but I drunk, well, fuck, I'll be fucked. Everything would be fucked.
We'd probably find something else, though, to...
Exactly. And that's the original point. Is that because it's in you?
So you go from prison to prison to prison to prison to prison.
Yeah. Yeah, different prisons.
Now again, does that come down to, and I'm sorry to bring it back down to neurodiversity because of the link between neurodiversity and addiction, ADHD and addiction?
Yeah, maybe. I'm not I don't know about all that stuff, but yeah.
Yeah.
Why have so many people got ADHD that are addicted? They've got addiction. Like I probably do as well. But what
So
is
there's a lot of reasons behind it. Some of it's self-medicating, some of it's a dopamine ones. Because ADHD, you've got a lack of dopamine, and dopamine is like the feel-good factor, the things that make you feel good. So it could be drugs and alcohol. It could be, for me, like 2 o'clock in the morning, I do a Shein haul. I buy loads of stuff that I don't need because it makes you feel good. But if you look about everything else that goes around it, we've discussed shame. We've discussed with ADHD in particular, you get years of being told you're not good enough, you're shamed, you don't fit, and maybe you are again self-medicating. You're looking at something to try to word it properly. Just make you feel better. Sometimes it's about fitting in. If it's drugs and alcohol, you find a group of people and you fit in well.
yeah.
There's lots of different reasons why.
Mm.
Again, I mentioned regulation. You've mentioned feeling settled. You've mentioned rested. Imagine having a brain like mine, where I told you earlier that a million things are going through it at once. I need something just to calm that down.
Do you get annoyed about all these people about the ADHD thing these days? Like, do you think people are abusing it?
No. I
Like
think
basically what I'm saying is about people taking the pill. Oh, I've got ADHD. Oh, I've got ADHD.
what annoys me the most is not that I've got it, is people saying that everybody's ADHD or everybody's on the spectrum.
Exactly.
Because that's a load of shit.
Yeah.
You might think that you've got ADHD because you get a bit distracted, or you do some stupid shit like what I do. Put my deodorant in the fridge and put my lemonade in the bathroom.
Right.
But that doesn't mean you've got ADHD, because you haven't got all this shit that goes with it. You haven't got the anxiety. You haven't got the shame. You don't experience things like RSD.
And you have that?
I have all of it. I've got.
So you get pissed off when people. So if you said to me, "Oh yeah, I've got ADHD," and I'd probably think to myself, "Oh, fuck, here we go, another one."
Yeah, it pisses me off because those kind of people. Yeah, but my business is centered around ADHD and neurodiversity.
Do you think people are taking the piss with diagnosing? Like my brother I went for an ADHD test. It cost him $4,500, and I'm like, these people must be making a lot of money off this.
So before we go down there, Paresh, try and ask open questions, as opposed to, do you think this because my brother that?
Isn't that open a question?
No, do you think is very much a yes or no answer. Yes, I think that or not. Yeah. And your agenda is coming in there. Yeah. Also, your projection was, that you assumed that Ruth was is a member of this container.
Yeah.
And someone that's got lived experience with drug addiction.
Yeah.
Okay. Whereas Ruth is a member of this container learning about recovery coaching for dual diagnosis or a neurodivergent way of thinking. Yeah. And Ruth's journey has been to go and get a diagnosis from a medical profession around what's going on and to receive a prescription. Yeah. That a whole lot of people in addiction haven't been to a doctor and they've been self-medicating with illicit drugs. So a lot of people that have ADD, ADHD have a propensity to self-medicate with cocaine, crystal meth, stimulants, and amphetamine type drugs. Yeah. Now, what you guys are doing here is you're learning about coaching. Yep. And we're sitting in the place of wellness. Yep. So when we work with someone, we want to know who that individual is and what their experience is and what the environment around them is. Yep. So Ruth has mentioned, listen, I haven't come from a an addiction environment. However, I really belong here. And I'm really interested in the link between people that are undiagnosed addicts and they've actually neurodiverse. Yeah. Where you're coming from, Paresh, is there's a lot more awareness around ADD, ADHD, depression, that sort of stuff. And the private sector is fucking coining it because of this. Yep. And then there's a kind of a mistrust to the medical system. Yep.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people who abdicate responsibility for their lives because a doctor told them so.
Yep.
Yeah. And what we're trying to do is just coach people's strengths and their wellness. Yep. And to stay in this area as opposed to going down into a deficit treatment model. There are loads of people out there that do this sort of stuff. So my question to you guys is, now you've come out of your prison of whatever it was, and now you're all vaping, you're all in the vaping prison. Yep, you've all been locked up by the vape. Marlon can fucking be carted off to the cash machine in Thailand any minute now because of it. Ruth's fucking... Did you say you're sleeping with your vape, Ruth?
No, I don't.
Oh, Marlon's sleeping with his vape and sucks it like a dummy. Paresh is getting shat on by his youngest kid and making him go, yeah, you've been smoking here. And he fucking feels like all his fatherhood and manhood goes out the window. Yep. And so you're all in this prison together. How are you going to get out of it? Do you want to get out of it? What's life going to be like while you're in it?
For me, I think you need to look around all the environment of the person as well, like what's going on in our lives to realise why are we doing it? What's the issue?
Well, we just spoke about that. There's huge benefit.
Yeah, but there's more than that as well, though, isn't there? What stress have you got in your life? What is there anything else that you're going through? Is there any financial stress? Is there any relation stress? Is there any stress in the workplace that's making you want to carry on doing it simply because it's regulating you, it's making you rested, it's feeding that addiction that you need? It's like,
but it's controlling you, isn't it? Yeah.
I don't think mine is controlling me. I don't want to quit it right now because, like I say, it does regulate me. It's like the only thing that I have that does
I
regulate.
don't want to stop vaping. I fucking love it here in this prison. Leave me alone. Fuck off.
If I could suddenly stop, I would. But at the same time, I haven't got anything else in my life at the moment that regulates me in the way that my vape does. If I did, it would probably be chocolate. And if I ate chocolate, I want to get full on heavier again, and I don't want to be that fat knacker that I was, a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
How many times has Ruth said regulate in this call?
Shitloads.
A lot, huh? No, don't apologize, Ruth. Please don't apologize, yeah? But this is the underlying need that you're wanting. Yeah? Has there ever been a time in your life when you felt regulated?
No.
Has there ever been a time when you felt kind of like, what does regulation mean to you?
Does it mean satisfied, essentially?
No.
It means keep you on the level.
Well, let's listen and find out what it means for Ruth. Yeah.
For me, like what Precious keeps me on one level. I'm not stressing. I'm not upset. I'm not emotional. I'm not binge eating. I'm not doing anything else that I shouldn't do. If I'm stressed, it's keeping me calm. I used to be quite a naggy cow, by the way. Like I would lose my shit quite easily. I have learned a lot more about myself, but I feel as though the vape for me, it just helps me stay at that level. It's my one go-to thing. It's my one vice kind of thing, that it may be damaging my lungs, but it's not doing anything else that could be more damaging.
So when you're feeling regulated, what is possible?
Well, I'm probably the most regulated I've been in a long time.
Now that you're regulated, what's possible?
Well, now that I'm regulated and I know about myself, for me, it's my career now and everything that I'm managing to do, my big brain moments, it's my ideas that I'm getting, and it's the future looks a lot brighter than what it did 5 years ago.
Okay. So what would be the consequence of stopping vaping?
I'd feel stressed. I say that, it might not be the case, but in fact, like when Paresh mentioned that if he lost it, he's losing his mind. And Marlon said the same, and I'm exactly the same. If I can't find it, I'm losing my shit. I'm like, I need to know where it is so that I can just have it nearby if I need it.
So there's no point, in my opinion, to kind of put my agenda of trying to get Ruth to stop vaping. Makes her feel regulated. It's good for her career and where she wants to go in her life. If somebody is drinking normally and their life is kind of functioning and they're successful, would you want them to stop drinking?
No.
If it wasn't causing any damage to anybody else, if they weren't having to fund it by taking money out their wives or husbands or kids' piggy banks or whatever, or
So they're successful business people, they're functioning alcoholics, their family lives are a mess.
then yeah, I'd want them to stop.
Guys, I don't know the answer to any of these questions, by the way.
Well, sorry, can I bring a bit of lived experience into that? My dad was a functioning alcoholic, and they were comfortable and everything, but yeah, family life was a mess. It was horrific growing up.
So is somebody an alcoholic if their lives are functional?
Yeah. If they have to rely on a drink every day, even if they can regulate, I never use the word regulate, but if they can sort of be in a pattern where they get up and go to work and come home and then they have to have a drink on a night time to relax, then they still need that drink.
Without being controlled by that drink.
Marlon, what do you think from a 12-step perspective?
What's that? Sorry, I've been thinking about me and my vaping issue, but go on. Something about being a functioning alcoholic. Because I'm thinking of the reasons of like while you're all talking, I'm reflecting and trying to understand like why I even brought that to the surface and what's the underlying issue for me around why I vape and the attachment I have to it. But it's like when you're talking about functioning alcoholic, it's like, I'm a functioning vapor, but I depend on this vape. Like a functioning alcoholic can still function in life, but depends on that drink to be able to, to get through his day.
So from a 12-step perspective, step one, would say
Powerless.
we admitted we were powerless over alcohol, or in the AA sense, or powerless over our addiction in the NA sense, and that our lives had become unmanageable. So it's only when you have the unmanageability part of it, are you kind of, And so when I ask you guys what's unmanageable about your vaping, Ruth is kind of going, well, it fucking keeps me regulated. It's kind of working for me. It's like, I don't see any, in fact, if anything, it makes her life more manageable. Marlon, in your case, you fucking smoking in toilets on aeroplanes. You fucking lose your vape in a renter car. You fucking sleep with it under your pillow and suck it like a dummy.
Crack.
Yeah, like that. That's like I don't know.
Yeah.
Paresh is kind of running around sneaking it in here and there, like so. I don't know what your relationship is with this, but you're all in a prison.
Yeah.
You're all in a fucking prison. I'm not in that prison. Thank God I'm not in that prison. Like I see people fucking vaping and I just think, fuck, thank God I'm not in that prison.
What's your addiction at the moment? Is it
Me, I'm work.
work? Yeah. Sorry, yeah.
I work all the time. Technology. I can't connect to anyone. Screen time. I
What's it
watch
called?
telly with,
Protest.
yeah, like I'm fucked.
Yeah, okay.
But that's okay. I'm all right with that.
Yeah. But does it affect your
Of course, it affects my life. It
Yeah.
affects all areas of my life.
Yeah.
It impacts my health, my relationships. I can't communicate with people. I can't socialize. I just want to isolate,
All
sit on
right.
my phone. But like, fuck it. That's like, Jesus. Like,
Right,
fuck
well, I'll
it.
come pick you up tonight. We go out for dinner. No more
No
phone.
thanks. No thanks.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
gonna.
going to fly back and take you to a meeting, David.
Yeah. We're gonna rescue you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna take him to a meeting.
And
Yeah.
why would you
Moving
want to do that?
Marlon,
What would be the
Marlon,
benefit of that?
you move in with David's sober companion.
Yeah. Yeah, I will. Yeah. I'll give you 24-hour support.
Oh, fuck's sakes.
I'll get you out and integrate into the community and show you how to socialize.
Yeah.
So why would you fucking put my nervous system through that? When actually I'm actually an introvert. Yep. And actually a whole lot of my using was to fucking try and connect into society and be something that I'm not.
Because
That's
you
exactly
want
the same for me.
because you need to do it naturally.
Why do I need to do that naturally? You lot need to fucking leave me alone and let me live
Because
my
you were
life.
trying to do it through substances, so that means you wanted to do
Uh, no, I'm not going to buy that one.
it.
There was definitely social pressure for me to do that. Yeah. But there's also an acceptance of who I am and like, fuck, this is me. Like,
Well, we'll stop bullying you now.
I totally relate to the introvert because this is what it took me a long time to realize that I am an introvert instead of an extrovert. So like I'm part of my journey now is really protecting my energy. So like social settings, right? People are like, I'd say to me, "Oh, you're so confident, and you know, you take center stage," and it's like, but how it's that's somewhere where I don't want to be, and the amount of it's like as if I've run a marathon. As soon as I get into that environment, it takes the life out of me. So
exactly. Now we're talking.
now I'm really learning to say no instead. I had a really bad experience the other week where a friend of mine who got me out to rehab, it was his 50th birthday, and he said, "Are you coming to my birthday?" Um, and I said, "Yeah, I'm coming." But as soon as I said yes, I knew I wasn't going to go, and I still played along with it all the time. And on the day, he texted me saying, "Are you coming?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm coming in now," and I still wasn't going, and I caused a real issue. It ruptured our friendship, to be honest, because then I disappeared back to Thailand, and all I did was think about it, and I had to build up the confidence to ring him up and really apologize and just tell him the truth and said, and he's like, "Why didn't you just tell me that? Why did you not just tell me that?"
And what's the answer to that question?
Because I really cared about what he thought. I was full of fear around.
Yeah, okay. And what's the answer to that question?
How do you mean?
Well, I really fucking love you, mate, and I
Yeah,
fucking want to connect with you, but like fucking I don't know how to do that. I really value our friendship and I couldn't be honest with you because like fuck, I don't know how to communicate
yeah,
my
communicate. Yeah.
feelings. But
Mm,
that environment was like, I get it. Fuck, I
mm,
feel like crying now when you share that, Marlon. I feel like you've
mm,
really shown me a piece of your heart and vulnerability there. It's like, oh,
mm,
fuck. Hello, mate. Yeah, I relate to that.
mm.
Now you
I
go,
really,
now you're in my prison.
I really struggle with the fellowship side to a 12-step fellowship. You know, especially on this small island, the community after a meeting, they all go out,
Oh,
and I
fuck's
did
sake.
it. I did it first with great difficulty, and now I don't. You know, and
Yeah.
now I'm deemed as like as an outcast. You know, like why? Like he doesn't get involved in fellowship. You know, as if like my recovery's on. You know, is dangerous. You know, that's the anyway. I won't
No, no,
put
no,
it.
no. You're absolutely on the money. So
Yeah.
you're not part of the kind of the social norm. And
Yeah.
because you're not part of that, you get othered and there's something
Yeah.
wrong with you.
Yeah.
That's why Ruth belongs here.
Mm.
Thanks, David. I'm just
Mm.
wondering, Marlon, right? I have got my hand up. I didn't want to interrupt. You mentioned there that you're on about you don't want to go, you don't want to be around people. I have the same issue, by the way. I hate social gatherings. It's shit. It
Mm.
just drains my battery. And you get invited to go to these places, knowing fine well you regret saying it. You're like, why did I say that? I don't want to go. I'm definitely not going to go. However, moving forward, if you're then no longer asked to go, how does that make you feel?
If people don't ask me to go.
Yeah, if they stop asking you, so you get invited to these places, but then all of a sudden, because you don't go, you don't turn up, and you just keep doing it, how would you feel if you don't get asked anymore?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm like happy. It happened the other day here. I was really.
So all your friends are out enjoying themselves, and you're not asked to go, like a group of your close.
So what I've realistically, I've really narrowed down my friendship group now, and my people who like I have a small quality circle of people who I openly share like my discoveries and where I'm at, so people understand where I'm at. I don't go out to look to make it seems to be like in these new friends, recovery friend settings where people will ask me, and if they and I won't come, and if they ask me again, I'm not fussed.
But what about that small group of friends that you've kept if they didn't ask you out because you kept saying no?
If I'm
What's
honest,
driving your questioning, Ruth?
Sorry?
What's driving your questioning?
Neurodiversity.
Okay, so your agenda is neurodiversity.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. I love your honesty there. Okay. So what neurodiverse cloak would you like to put on Marlon?
it's funny. I'll tell you something funny actually. Go on, Ruth.
I just think ADHD.
Yeah, I actually went when I went back to the UK. I actually went for a triage at my friend's ADHD clinic. He's just got a big contract with the NHS, and I went in and had a triage with an assistant psychologist. And actually, which has really helped me to explore even further. She put me forward like to carry out. I was not going to carry it out because I didn't fancy pulling 1,800 quid up. But autism. I was pulled more to the autism than the ADHD, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what really intrigued me more, and I was like, that really does sound like me.
Yeah, there's a lot of crossovers between it,
Yeah.
between ADHD and autism. But for me, I don't know, I can just see a lot of
Yeah.
ADHD with,
No, I'm glad that you said
especially,
that. It gives.
especially with your racing thoughts, and you got distracted
Yeah.
earlier thinking about the vape and
Yeah.
you zoned out 'cause it was too loud and people, and that could
Yeah,
be years of.
frequencies, like different material clothes on me. Like if I put my clothing on and it feels uncomfortable, it's like it ruins my day while I'm out, but I'm like, yeah, but it looks good, but it makes me feel uncomfortable, and I'm like, yeah, I like it. No, I appreciate you pointing that out.
So Paresh,
Yeah.
what's the relationship now between Ruth and Marlon? How do you think their relationship is now?
I don't
Don't
know.
overthink it. So like
I'm
Marlon was
overthinking it.
smiling and he was going, oh yeah, this funny should made that and There's kind of
Connecting.
identification and connection and like
Yeah, they're connecting at the level.
yeah. So one of the most important thing in any therapeutic relationship or medical relationship or teacher relationship is rapport. It's not the fucking model that the person like. It's not like CBT or EMDR or fucking
IFS.
PT or IFS. It's not a modality. It's like, fuck, does this person get me? Have they got my back? We can move forward here. That is the most important thing. And what Ruth just did with Marlon was build rapport, and Ruth's agenda is neurodiversity, and that's her passion. Yep. and also it's what she can spot. My thing is kind of addiction, yep, and that sort of stuff. And in the beginning, my only tool was a hammer. So everything looked like a nail. Have you heard that metaphor before? Yeah. And what I've had to do is widen my perspective and get the coachee to do the work.
Yeah.
It's not like we're addicts, we're all in this room and you lot are all in that. We're all fucking humans that are trying to work this out, that are going from one prison to the next prison to.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm going to be back in a minute. Sorry.
That's all right. Another prison warden's called you. I understand.
Pretty much.
Shall I mute you, Paresh?
No, I'll do it. Sorry.
Okay. Okay.
So what you're saying is, David, that Ruth drawed me in with that comment of like Marlon can I say, and she said the word neurodiversity, and I instantly knew what she was getting at.
Yeah,
And
well,
that
I mean,
drawed me in.
I think that Ruth recognized something in you, got curious about it, explored it, touched a point, and then you kind of went, oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then you had a big smile and you gave us a history about your friend, and you've been like kind of dropping clues as well, you know, about fucking being obsessed about losing your vape or telling someone, yeah, I'll be there, knowing completely well that you're not going to be there, all that sort of prisoner-like behavior. Yeah.
Because as well, it was the masking that you do as well. Sorry to interject, but
No.
you're on about how you go out in your life and throw the party, you should be on the stage, but actually it kills you, and that's like masking. It's like trying to be somebody else just to fit into that environment, but then it has an absolute massive effect on your cognitive functioning because it kills you. And then you probably go home and you're burned out and you doom scroll or you find something to do or two and you vape for 24 hours a day or something like that.
That was one of the main reasons why I couldn't after these discoveries why I chose not to carry on with my voluntary role at the treatment centre, because being in that multi-occupancy environment, it really destroyed me. It was destroying my mind, and my energy levels. So I know that, like when I shared earlier, me being in that one-to-one capacity, for some reason I don't, this judding around and jumpiness, it doesn't really affect me, and I can listen as well. Yeah, it's really interesting.
It's probably because there's not so many people around you distracting you, having like you've already got 100 tabs up in your head as it is, like there's 1,000 thoughts in a song playing somewhere. Having that additional distraction of everybody else talking, it adds to that noise. So doing it on a one-to-one basis, a lot of that noise is gone and you can concentrate and focus on the task in hand, potentially. It's fascinating shit though, right?
But I am considering taking some ADHD medication. Yeah, it's definitely.
I've got to say that it's been an absolute life changer for me.
A couple of my friends.
So when our clients decide to do that, or coaches or whatever, when we're in the coaching space, we need to understand that people that are in the mentorship 12-step place are going to have a whole lot of opinions around that they're going to project onto the individual.
No, you didn't let me finish, David.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I was going to say it's been a life changer for me. However, there'll be a titration period to find the right medication for you. And there's lots of different variations, so you need to make sure that you're honest and open with the ones that you take. And whoever your practitioner is, again, just be honest with the symptoms that you might get, you might not. And if you feel that you get any breakthrough symptoms while you're taking them, again, keep talking about it until they find the right one for you. I'm on 3. It took that long for me to find a balance of medication to help me through my day. So if you're getting breakthrough symptoms, if you do start taking it, keep it open, because there's other routes that you can go down. But if you don't have any, they're absolutely fantastic. I'm done now, David.
Okay, so as a coach, you want to be interested in how their relationship is with the medical professions. Yeah. Is the person being open and honest with their doctors and the medical team around them? Yep. Do the professionals, yep, actually kind of understand this sort of stuff? And there's not going to be one solution for everything.
No, I mean, there won't just be the medication. It's about understanding yourself as well, and why you're doing certain things that you might do in the house or in life. I think once you get that understanding, everything just, for personally, everything made sense. So I think it's increasing your knowledge around who you are as well. It's learning about. For me, when I got diagnosed, everything made sense, especially when I started reading up on it. So particularly looking at things, looking to see if it is a symptom of ADHD or autism, and see if Google's your best friend if you haven't got somebody at hand, or I'm always here willing to talk to you about it.
So where are you on your journey, Marlon?
Pardon?
Where are you on your journey? You went to go see what did you say? What did you say? Triage.
I had a triage at an ADHD clinic. Yeah.
What does triage mean?
A triage, like from an assistant psychologist who asked me a series of questions.
Okay,
so and then
yes,
she
yes,
passes it.
form,
Yeah, and then she takes that to the clinical psychologist.
Okay.
Kind of like signposting, David. If they didn't believe that Marlon had any kind of symptoms, then it would be kind of signposted to out the door. But because they believe that he's got some symptoms of either ADHD or autism, then they would signpost him to the correct clinician.
So there's an aeroplane crash and the ambulance crew arrive. Yeah, and they go through the bodies and they put a red flag for dead, don't waste your time on them. A yellow flag for fucking give them some attention. Green flag, they're fucked, but they'll be all right. Yep, and so that's what they're trying to do with you, because there's such a flood of people coming to this. They're trying to work out, fuck, is this serious? Is it, and to allocate resources around this sort of stuff. The difference with the NHS and the UK is they're very cost conscious, and the population is very entitled to medical care. Yeah. In South Africa, where there's private health care, yeah, people and doctors make a lot of money out of, so to go and have a baby in South Africa, you're going to be recommended for a Caesar at this time in this yeah. But if that mother was to have a baby here in the NHS, it's like, you're not too posh to push. You're going to sit here in this ward and give birth like everyone else. Yeah. And so each country has a different medical scenario to it. Yeah. In China, doctors get paid for how healthy the patients are in the village. Yeah. If the village has got a lot of sick people, they lose money.
Wow.
Okay. So just as a coach, yeah, like you want to know what the environment is, and like Ruth says, to get signposted to the right sort of care that's going to understand your addictive history and the dual diagnosis component to recovery. So that was a very long-winded way of saying, like, fucking get as much help and support as you need, but go with what's going to work for you. Okay. Paresh, welcome back.
Thank you.
What have you learned from this class? We're going to start winding this up now.
Yeah.
What's your
Oh.
takeaway, Paresh? Do you want some more time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Ruth, Marlon?
I use the word regulate a lot, apparently. No, I've enjoyed this session. It's been really interesting to learn about why we all get addicted, or is there actually a need to come away from the thing that we are, or to get out of the prison that we're in. I enjoyed sort of observing Marlon as well. Sorry, Marlon, I do it instinctively. But yeah, thank you, David. It's been a good session. I've enjoyed it.
Marlon?
Obviously, the importance again of what I'm noticing is of open-ended questions, projection of your own stuff, and making assumptions. They're the three things that I am making. They're the three things that I plucked out, like important things that I can think of.
Excellent.
Yeah, I don't think I just enjoyed the conversation that we had in terms of around our views on, the vaping and this, that, and the other. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, you three are fucked on your vape. So, Jesus, I'm not going anywhere near that shit. Look at you.
Bit of him being addicted to work. Who wants to do that?
What about eating your toenails, Ruth? Is that
ADHD? Come on.
You know what, Red? That could actually be a sensory thing. Do you smell it beforehand?
Hey, stop!
Yeah.
Stop!
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So my daughter-in-law does.
I'm a scratcher and sniffer.
I'm
That's what my
leaving.
mum and dad always used to say to me growing up. Why is he always scratch and sniff?
Yeah, the sensory thing is like, yeah, it's crazy.
Anyway.
A lot of people do it. My daughter does it.
Can we stop? Stop.
Yeah, I passed to you, Paresh.
I'm leaving.
You can't be judgmental, Paresh.
I'm gonna go polish my watch.
Marlon,
I'll polish it for 500 quid.
I put it in for its first service. You see, oh my god, it was so bad.
I hope it was an authenticated.
Fuck, it was so bad.
Did you just go into the back quacks of Hatton Gardens and just give it a counter and say, "Will you give us this a service?"
No, I took it to Knightsbridge, the dealer, the Rolex shop, for a service, 5-year service. Anyway, if I showed you 3 GMTs, would you be able to work out which ones are fake, which ones are not?
No.
I have a clue.
I need them in my hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez, there's a whole fucking world opening up here. GMT, I thought, I've heard of GHB. What's GMT?
GMT Master Shop.
That was good.
I thought he said, because I was talking about like alcohol and stuff. I thought he said, I like a GMT. I'm like, where? Where is the GMT?
Yeah, he copped your watch, huh?
So you deal in them? No, you bought and sold?
Trade.
What does that mean?
So I sell to trade. So for instance, the counters in Hatton Gardens, I'd sell to the counter where they wait for. They're like prey. They're like predators. They wait for your finance dudes to come in and just not even bid and just pay through the roof.
Oh, so you'll be like a broker.
Yeah. So essentially, yeah.
So I'll go, I want to sell my watch today, and you go, no, I'll help you do it.
Yeah, so I'd try and sell it private to try and get you more money. Where people will tell you different trade prices. If you were to walk in the gardens.
Yeah, are you still in the kind of business?
Yeah, essentially. Like I'll always, if not, I'll signpost someone to the right place.
We should probably talk offline, but I want to get a Sky Dweller. So where do you think I should get one?
Get a what?
Skydive.
What's that?
On an oyster or Jubilee, blue dial or green dial.
Oyster, not Jubilee. I don't like
Big
Jubilee.
face. You do know it's about 43 mil.
Yeah, I know. It's massive, and that's not for me.
Okay.
It's for my wife.
Oh, really?
43 million.
No, there'd be about 12 and a half. 12
David,
and a half.
if I had 43 million pounds, we wouldn't be talking right now. I'd be dead.
Yeah, no, that's. So you want to get like an Oyster card? I mean, I think Wandsworth Council gave me an Oyster card. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? One of those watches that you tap and they let you through the
And
gate.
my wife wants to get I'm just asking. My wife wants to get one next year. I don't know how she's going to get one because we can't pay our fucking bills. But anyway, that's another problem. Okay, cool. Let's take this offline conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is way above my pay grade.
Oh, David, I don't believe you.
David, the Harley.
David's one of them quiet guys, quiet eccentric guys who sits in the corner who's worth billions and doesn't say much and claims poverty.
Yeah, I'm just going to my Harley Street practice on Wednesday. Yeah. Fuck. A few Rolexes where you're hanging around on Wednesdays, David. Tell you that.
David just likes to speak about Patek.
Yeah. Do you know what Rolex is so whatever? You know,
mainstream.
It is mainstream and it's wannabe. It's like having a lamp. Oh, you know, Patek, different level, right? Proper Patek, RM. You like RMs?
No, I can't stand them.
I can't get my head around that fucking RM. 2 million.
Plastic watch that's worth 250 grand minimum.
No more, 250 grand. 2 million. 1 million.
Just for the shitter, it's 250 grand.
Yeah, the real deal ones are 2 million.
Yeah.
Are they really plastic? Because I look at them.
Yeah, the plastic. Or some type of carbon. They're not steel. There's nothing metal in them.
And there's no precious metal.
What makes a watch valuable?
Oh.
It's just a desirable item, David.
Like cars, same shit, handbag, shoes, all same shit, right?
But then, what's it? The scarcity of it, the status of it, both?
It's all of it. It's all of it.
Status.
So you can have people that will tell you that it's not the status of a car. It's about the value. It's about collecting it. It's about owning it. Some people go, oh, I don't care about that. I just want to drive it. I want to enjoy it. And some people will go, yeah, I'm just flexing, right?
Investment.
I know a lot of people that are trading in cars now out of property. Get out of property and into cars.
Get out of property and into cars. So buy a sports car in London. You can't go faster than 20 miles an hour.
I reckon. I truly believe that if you gave me £1 million, I could buy 2 cars with it, or probably I'd just buy 1 car with it, and that will be worth in 12 to 24 months 3 million. Easy.
Yeah, but Paresh, there's a game to be played with it. You have to have serious because you have to buy shit to be able to get good. You know, you've got to work your way up.
Yeah, I know. But I've been looking at lots of car investment stuff, and it's crazy world. It is a crazy world out there. A lot of people are literally putting millions into cars, and I know one car that's going up £35,000 a month, and I'm tracking it. I like tracking this stuff as well.
Wow,
you know the Ferraris, the McLarens, the Lamborghini, the proper real models. You know, the one of 50, the one of 100. They're fucking. You buy them for $1 million, you buy them for $500,000. They're worth 2-3 million. Now it's crazy. You know. Anyway,
I do like my ones with Freedom Pass, so I'm very happy.
Can I borrow that? Save some money. Borrow your Freedom Pass.
Listen, when you're talking about fucking £300,000 watches, no. I'll get your own fucking travel card.
It's not me, mate. Can't fucking struggling to pay bills. But anyway, it's just an interest. I just love it.
All right. Well, you all know about the millionaire that went out on his yacht and shot himself, yes?
Yeah, why did he do that?
Why? Because it's another fucking prison.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Oh God, one prison to the next.
And you know how many people are fucking rich and terrified and lonely?
Yeah, heaps. I want to meet them.
Lots of people just like, I don't fucking trust this person. They just want me for my money.
Yeah.
It's very fucking lonely.
So we need to help them. To say, I will move in with you. Marlon will move in with you.
All right, everyone. Talk to you later. See you next week.
Yeah, see you later. See you next week. Bye guys.
Bye.
Just wait, Bernard. I'm in a meeting.